We are now.
Okay, I can start.
Good. Okay.
So after reading the scenario at Sunnyside Elementary, and you've had an incident like this occur where your administrator was removed, I think it's important that someone, maybe from the board or from, another school, someone that they respect, comes in and speaks with the faculty and the staff just to make sure they're all in the right frame of mind. I've never been through anything like that personally, but I can only assume that would be a hard pill to swallow. You're going to feel a little broken and you need to be built back up. So I think as the new principal coming in, that's your job, is to build your staff back up. As it stated, you want to regain that morale, get everybody back in the right mindset. That won't be easy. That's going to be a hard thing. So it will require the PLCs and the trainings and all that, but you don't want your staff to feel like they've just been given more work to do because of what their administrator did wrong, their past administrator. And to me, that's what it sounds like. It's just a little bit more work. You got to go the extra mile. I need you to do this. If you're meeting that many times a week or a month, that's a lot of your time that you need for planning and to be in your classroom, and to possibly do other things with your students. So I just think we don't want to put too much on them to start with. You want to ease into it gradually. And it looks like they were headed in the right direction, but it can be overwhelming, is what I got from scenario one.
Related to question 1, how would you reintroduce vertical articulation and the concept of PLC? And I'm kind of going to look at how it's done in my school right now, which I think is a good idea, where at the very beginning of the year, the principal lets us know that Mondays are your meeting days. Every first Monday is a SIT meeting. Every second Monday is a staff. Every third Monday is your vertical team meeting between literacy, people who teach literacy in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and people who teach math and so forth. And then any other team meetings could take place during our planning time. So I think you can still have those amount of meetings, just strategize them a little bit better so you're not meeting constantly throughout the week.
That's true. If every meeting has a specific purpose and you know that going in, that does make it a little easier.
Because I like those little committees. We call them cohorts. And I really think that brings the school together. We have one for data, one for just bringing the staff together. They're the ones that plan the parties and so forth. So I think if they're used the correct way, people are going to see that they are essential to your school.
I think so. And I think with our school improvement team or our PLC meetings, as being an educator, that we do have a lot of meetings. And we do hear a lot of griping, but if you want to get something accomplished, you're going to have to meet. I kind of agree with you, Paula, when you say you can't go in being too easy. I've seen it from both ends. You get an administrator who's too tough, no one wants to work with them, and they're too easy, then no one will respect them. I think you need to be firm. Not forceful, but you need to be firm and say, look, this is what we're going to have to do, A, B, C, and D. And from my experience, I think coming in firm, you will get the job accomplished. And as I said earlier, as an educator, I know we do have a lot of meetings, and sometimes I find myself saying, oh, God, not another meeting. But if you want to get something accomplished, you're going to have to meet. You do not have any other choice if you want to get it accomplished. So, Stephanie, I think you made an excellent point, and this is what we do at our school. You set a day aside where we may meet every Wednesday for our school improvement team. We meet every Friday for our grade level meeting. So you have to have time to set aside.
I think, Paula, kind of what you were saying with the needing someone from central office or a higher up to come in, because one of the things that I took from it was I noticed that it said that the principal was removed due to complaints from teachers and parents. So the principal that's coming in is already kind of down on the authority ladder, because these teachers and these parents are going to be thinking, okay, well, we got rid of the last one when we didn't like them. We don't have to listen to this one either. So you kind of have to come in and show them, no, you have to listen to me. But I think with the meeting thing, yes, you have to meet, but there's ways to schedule it so you're not doing it after school all the time. We have a meeting after school every 4 or 5 months at my school. Because I don't know if it's because at the high school level you have so many after school activities that everyone's working with, but we meet during the day for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Rarely. And if we do have to meet after school, it's usually an online meeting, like kind of like a Zoom conference type thing, where we'll just get together in departments and he'll be doing it from a central location. Or even if you're, you know, if you're at the doctor's office with your kid or something, you could be listening in. So that makes it easier, and people are more willing to kind of be there when they feel like they're doing it on their own terms.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Regarding question 2, how do you encourage teachers to work together with one shared vision for the school? I went back to kind of a previous assignment that we did where we had to develop a vision and mission for our school. I think in one of the readings, it talked about starting the school year, creating that vision statement and mission together, so everyone is committed to it if everyone is part of it.
Okay.
In regards to number 2, I know for me at the elementary level, I think I'm the only one at the elementary level. Sometimes grade levels can be so divided because you've got kindergarten through 5th, and a lot of times they get in their little clique and they're into the hallway, and then that's it. And you know, kindergarten's doing it this way, 5th is going to do it that way, and it gets very divided. So I think within those meetings, mixing up your grade levels and putting, you know, a 1st grade, a 3rd grade, a 4th grade teacher together helps with that, so there isn't as much of a divide.
That's a good idea.
Well, what we did at our school for our mission statement is that, you know, 7th grade, they had their grade level meeting, then the 6th grade, then the 8th grade, and we have 1 or 2 people from each grade level on the school improvement team, and we'll take it back to our grade level and get their input as well. So you have every teacher in the school being able to give their input. So I'm 6th grade, and I'm on the school improvement team. We started the vision statement during the school improvement team meeting. I took everything back to the 6th grade, got their input on it. Then you had the 7th grade person, the 8th grade person. Then every teacher had a voice in it. So everybody felt like they were contributing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think that's important.
It is.
So you don't feel like one grade is running the whole school.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I worked at a school too, though. Every time we had a meeting, we had place cards, and whoever was in charge of the meeting for that day would put the place cards, but would mix up the grade levels so you wouldn't be sitting with your grade level, which I like that idea because, you know, we're creatures of habit, just like our students. We sit together with our teams.
You sit where you feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to get a little uncomfortable.
I teach high school now, obviously, and the grade level thing really isn't a big thing at the high school level just because everybody teaches every grade. More so departments, like all the English teachers hang out together, all the math teachers hang out together. But I used to teach elementary, and we had vertical PLCs, and it was K1 was together, 2-3 was together, 4-5 was together. And
yeah, we still do that. Mm-hmm. I saw a lot of that then with like K1 teachers didn't collaborate with 2-3 teachers, and 2-3 teachers didn't collaborate with 4-5 teachers. And so I think we would have been better off if they would have sometime, you know, because we had to do PLCs once a week. So maybe if they would have like once a month, we're going to switch it up and 2 and 5 are going to be together. Instead of just always being with the people that you're used to, because you are closer in content, but
if the 5th grade teachers would have been working with the 2nd grade teachers, we could have kind of maybe explained to them what skills we really need them to work on,
Mm-hmm.
more so than what they felt was important, kind of thing. And I think that would have helped us a lot.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
And then moving on to question 3, how do you ensure that the positive changes your school makes are sustained after you are gone?
Ooh, that's a good,
That's a tough one.
that's a good one.
I was the way I kind of handled that is that if everyone is invested in creating all this good that's happening in the school, some of it will stick. I mean, maybe not all of it, but some of it. Because, you know, I've been at schools where another new principal has come in and there's been no changes because nothing needed to be changed. He kind of stuck with what was already good and what was working. So you want to make sure you're leaving it as a working mechanism.
That is a good point, Stephanie. So yeah, if you leave and everything is working, as I always said, don't reinvent the wheel. So if it's working and the teachers are happy with it and the next person comes in and they can use it, then perfect. So that's a good point, Stephanie.
Also, if you have strong team leaders, they should be able to continue that on their team. Even if new members come into the grade level, they should be able to continue that. So everything in place should stay in place as long as it's working.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I don't think there's anything I can add to that. I mean, basically, it is what it is. If it works, nobody's going to change it.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, that's all for that one.
Okay, that was pretty. Okay, it was pretty good.
Are we done recording?
Okay, let's start recording. Hold on one second.